This week on Soapnet, it's Port Charles.
Kevin could be destroying the life of an innocent young girl.
My mom has brought Dr. Collins up on charges.
I could lose my license.
I didn't mean to get you in so much trouble.
Nothing improper has occurred between us.
He's a dangerous man.
You're not gonna help Kevin?
What will Livy do? Don't miss Port Charles. It's coming up next, right here on Soapnet.
Everything you want to know about your soaps from the one place that's pure soap. Not hungry?
What?
Not hungry?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking about how this hearing might turn out.
Are you worried?
Yeah, I am. I talked to Charlie about appearing in front of the ethics board, and she can't. She won't.
Did you tell her how important this is to you?
Yes, I did, and she knows that. And I believe she really wants to help. But it was so hard for her just to open up to me. I can't see her doing it in front of a group of strangers.
So, what's your game plan?
I have to find some way to show people that Rachel's complaint is motivated by malice.
What is it with that woman? Every time we turn around, she is trying to do a number on us. She is totally out of control, and I think it's time that woman is dealt with.
Okay, so I left a message for Frank at his house and for dispatch. And if I could just find Emilio, then...
Hey, you pacing around like this is not gonna do either one of us any good.
Well, you got any better ideas?
A few.
Any at the top of your list?
We'll find subjects to organize ourselves.
Right.
Hey, where you going?
To GH, to find Frank, so that we can clear you once and for all, and then we,
And what?
well, you'll be indebted to me for life.
Yeah, well, first you gotta find the organizer, right?
Hey, big guy. Have you had your checkup yet? Hmm?
No,
No? Well, where's Frank?
he had to go. You're supposed to be here half an hour ago.
Yeah, look, I'm real sorry I'm late. I just had a few things I had to do, and...
Forget it.
Okay. So, did your dad give you that PDA? Hmm?
No. I found it on the floor at his house.
Well, who does it belong to? Neil? You can't just keep something you found. We're gonna have to find out who this belongs to.
She has done her best to demoralize you. It's time to fight back.
With what?
Come on, we know all sorts of things that will drive Dr. Evil crazy. Like that name that we heard on her answering machine, Livy.
You know, she did lose it at the mere mention of that.
Exactly. Exactly. So I say we bombard her with a barrage of crank phone calls. You know, hello, can I speak to Livy, please? Or, hello, this is Livy. Can I speak to Rachel? Huh?
Sounds great, but I think you'd enjoy it too much.
Oh, come on, you're the one that trapped her in the elevator.
How was I supposed to know she was claustrophobic?
Okay, now that we know she's claustrophobic, is it cruel and unusual to do it again?
Yeah.
Good.
All right, it's one thing to make light of this, but Eve, the medical society is taking this seriously.
Nothing happened between you and Charlie. She should tell them that.
She just can't. She's afraid to expose herself in front of a bunch of strangers.
What if she didn't have to appear in person?
What are you thinking
Yeah,
about?
she could sign an affidavit stating that the charges against you are false.
I knew there was a reason I kept you around.
Just one?
Did you get in touch with your friend, the PI?
I left him a message. He's pretty busy, which is really good for us. Means he's in high demand. He'll get back to me soon. Uh-oh, what's the matter? I mean, you do want to know what's been going on with your mother.
Actually, I've been wondering if we should just bag the whole thing.
You can live with that? I mean, never knowing what she's been hiding from you?
She doesn't trust me enough to tell me herself. Does it really make any difference?
Yeah, but you'd be turning your back on Kevin, too. I mean, when he needs your help most.
Maybe he doesn't, though. I'm the only witness for or against him, and if I'm not around, there's no one that can prove any of my mother's charges.
Your mother doesn't have to prove the charges, Livy. I mean, that's the tragedy of a witch hunt.
Gosh, but he didn't do anything wrong.
And who's going to believe that if you don't step forward? Your mother can make sure Kevin loses his license to practice.
So either I let that happen, or I testify in front of the whole world. My mom finds out that I'm Kevin's patient, Charlie McMillan. When I needed help, I went to him, a man she hates.
But you didn't know that.
I do now. What do I do?
Could it be Dr. Thornhart's?
I already asked him.
Okay, well, what about Joe? Did you ask him?
No, I haven't had the chance.
Well, then I'm sure it belongs to him, okay? Excuse me. Could I leave this PDA for Dr. Joe Scanlon?
PD?
Personal digital assistant. I think it belongs to him.
No problem.
Thank you.
You're acting like I stole the thing.
Well, what do you call taking something without permission, Neil? Huh?
Hey, Slugger. Ready for your 10,000-mile checkup?
Sure. Whatever.
Sweetie, why don't you go with Denise and I'll catch up with you in a second, okay? Bye. Thanks.
Oh, Courtney, I was just going to call you.
Really?
Well, if you're free, I need someone to help me plan our end-of-summer gala.
And you want me? Wow, that would be an honor.
Well, actually, it's more of a job. Oh, but I pay very well. The only thing I demand is perfection.
Well, you've got it. So do you have a theme?
Oh, I hate those theme events. It's so bourgeois. Allison, what are you doing here, darling? You're supposed to be home in bed.
Nana, I'm fine. Well, you really can't blame her for worrying. You've been through quite an ordeal.
Yes, hospital food is pretty scary.
Well, you'll have to excuse me. I'm late for a meeting. Please go home, darling. And we'll meet here in an hour, and we'll discuss the plans for the gala.
Okay, I already have a million ideas in my head.
Pediatrics?
Now that your grandmother's gone, you can tell me the truth.
And you would care because...
Because I know what it feels like when you want to be with someone and you can't. Have you talked with Jamal at all?
Don't you mean where's Jamal so you can turn him in and collect the reward money?
That's not why I was asking. I don't need your grandmother's money.
Now, what you need is class.
Well, you're upset. That's okay. You can take it out on me.
Give it up, Courtney. Okay, because you're never gonna find out from me where Jamal is.
Well, I'm not trying to, but you're foolish if you think Jamal's safe. As long as your grandmother has a price on his head, people are bound to go after it. So where does that leave your boyfriend?
Hey, Frank, Emilio said I might find you here.
Hey, any word from Jamal?
Yes.
Is he in town?
Yeah, he's tucked away in a place where nobody will find him.
Including me?
Oh, come on, Frank. You already have charges against you for hindering Jamal's arrest. Plus, Courtney might find a way to suck all the information out of your brain.
I'm just glad Jamal didn't run. I'm still hoping for a break that'll prove he's innocent.
There's been one. That's why I need your help.
Name it.
Okay, I finally remembered that Cedric had downloaded a whole bunch of files from his PC onto his organizer. I am positive that that information proves that it was Cedric running the whole numbers operation, not Jamal.
Tell me more about this organizer.
Okay, do you remember the one that I had? It's just like that, but somehow it got switched for Cedric's. And Jamal thinks that he may have dropped it in your house.
He did, and Neil had it right here in the hospital.
Okay, where is it now?
Let's go find it.
Okay.
Oh, hey. You know, I've been meaning to get one of these little doohickeys. They're supposed to be great for patient notes. Speaking of which, do you...
Right here. Everything you asked for.
I don't know what I was thinking. I must be crazy. Thanks. Oh, Denise, if anybody's looking for me, I'll be in the on-call. Oh, whoa,
Oh, my gosh, Dr. Blanford, I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I'm all right. No, don't worry about it. I'm fine.
Sure?
I should have been looking
your files.
where I was going.
Oh, gosh.
All right, it's okay. Thank you.
Here you go, doctor.
Okay, have a good one.
Sorry.
Bye-bye.
Listen, Libby. He only got into this mess because he was trying to help you. Now, I'm not trying to lay a guilt trip.
No, I know.
And you're still not sure you want to step forward?
It's just all so confusing.
This is a very important decision. You take your time. I mean, it not only affects you, but the career of a gifted doctor. Speaking of which, I need to do a little doctoring of my own. You, still want me to cancel that private investigator? Listen, for what it's worth, I say go for it. You have nothing to lose and possibly a whole lot to gain.
Like what?
Hey, a PI, I mean, he could find out what makes your mother tick. Might learn what these secrets are.
Then I'd know the truth about her and be able to stand up for Dr. Collins. Okay, let's go for it.
Hey, you won't regret it. I'll check in with you later.
Hey, Chris. Thanks.
Hi.
Hi, Dr. Collins. What's wrong?
Could I come in?
Of course, I'm sorry.
Thank you. I know I should have called first, but there's something I'd really like to run by you.
All right.
I know you're not comfortable testifying in front of the medical board, but what if there was some other way that you could help?
Well, how?
By submitting a written statement denying all of Dr. Locke's accusations.
You mean like a legal thing in front of witnesses?
An affidavit.
Yeah, I've been thinking too. I think it would be much simpler for everyone if I just stopped my therapy work with you.
So what's the deal with this PDA thing?
It belongs to a buddy of mine. I need to get it back, that's all. Where'd you leave it?
Right here at the desk. I think they put it in Joe's box.
Well, they didn't, and I told you it's not Joe's.
Well, either Joe has picked it up already or the volunteer still has it. I don't know where she is.
Hey, Colleen. Hi.
Frank, you on today?
Yeah, but I was wondering, have you seen one of those personal organizers around?
I don't see it, but I'll keep my eyes open.
Thanks.
I need to get back to Neil.
Dr. Reinson, ICU. Dr. Russ, Reinson, ICU.
So, good news?
I'm afraid not. Courtney left it at the desk for Joe, but it's gone.
Oh, great. Now how are we gonna get it back?
It may take some chasing around, but I will find it.
Where could it be?
Herring, and you're watching Soapnet, devoted to soaps and you.
Can I go visit Grandma? Sure, sweetie. I'll see you later, okay? Go ahead.
What about Allison?
Well, she and I had a chance to chat after you left for your meeting.
And?
And it seems like she's very hung up on Jamal still.
Well, I already know that.
Aren't you worried?
Well, of course I'm worried. Why do you think I offered a reward for that hooligan's capture?
But it didn't do the job, did it?
What are you suggesting?
Maybe you need to be more generous.
Is that what it takes for a little gold digger like you to work harder?
Well, it would motivate a lot of people if you upped the ante.
Would double be enough to make you do your civic duty?
Enough to guarantee that somebody will find Jamal and turn him in.
Hey, Frank, what are you doing here? I thought that, you know, since you were on bail, they wouldn't let you come back.
They would have
to work.
suspended me?
Yeah.
Well, lucky for me, my boss believes in innocent until proven guilty.
Good.
Yeah.
So have you gotten any word on Jamal?
No, but Allison did.
Yeah, and how is he?
She said he's okay. She won't tell me where he's hiding, but she did give me some news.
What?
She remembered that before Cedric attacked her, he downloaded something onto one of those PDAs, you know, handheld computer.
Yeah, what, something incriminating?
All the records on his numbers operation, proving he was the boss.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, well, it'd be even more fantastic if I could find the thing. You see, it was around here somewhere.
I had it in my hands. I know where it is. It's at the nurse's station. Let's go. Let's get it. Come on.
Get it. It's not there anymore.
You mean I let something that would prove Jamal is innocent slip out of my hands?
No, join the club.
Well, Frank, it's got to be around here somewhere.
Well, I hope so, because if we don't find it, Jamal doesn't have a chance.
Dr. Forrest to orthopedics. Dr. Dave Forrest to orthopedics.
Are we paying you to play video games now? How does an orderly afford one of those things anyway?
It's not mine. It was just,
It's not yours. Lost and found, and get back to work.
Dr. Campbell to physical therapy.
Raj, they need you in ER right away.
To physical therapy.
Could you page
All right,
Dr. Jones?
I'm on my way.
To ER.
Denny, hey, it's Chris Ramsey. Listen, our little friend has decided she'd like to use a private investigator after all. Yeah. No, just one catch, though. She can't know that I hired you weeks ago. No, she won't be suspicious. I don't care. Just tell her you ran into her dad, found him after all. Uh-huh. Yeah, he's alive and well. I know she'll be shocked. That's what I'm hoping.
So, what's up with the organizer?
Well, I was right. You did leave it at Frank's. But then somehow it got messed up and it ended up at GH, and it's now misplaced.
Misplaced? Oh, come on.
Look, don't worry, don't worry. Okay, it's there. We've just got to follow the trails.
What, is there a trail?
Yes, there's a trail. There's always a trail.
The only proof that I got is on that thing, and we don't have a clue where it is.
Okay, just relax. Relax. We will find it. I am not done looking.
Well, maybe you need a fresh eye to look with you.
Well, it's not gonna be yours.
Well, it's my butt that gets saved if you find that computer.
Yeah, and it's your neck if anybody sees you.
You know what? I handle my business.
Oh,
so
yeah,
that's
I know.
not
You
it.
handle your business, but not this time, okay? Just trust me. You are in good hands. I will find it.
I still think if we stop our sessions, it'll help.
No, actually, it'll look like an admission that something improper is going on, and there isn't.
Dr. Collins, I am so sorry.
This isn't your fault, Charlie.
How can you say that? I'm the one who couldn't come to your office.
You're not the one that accused me of improper conduct, either. That's on the shoulders of a very sick... someone with her own problems. I think you should notice, though, Rachel Locke has never even met you, but that doesn't stop her from using you to get to me.
I didn't mean to get you in so much trouble.
You know what? This isn't your problem. I want you to forget about it. Forget about testifying, forget about signing anything. Just forget I ever brought it up. I just want to focus on you and your therapy. They're not going to mess with us. Okay? Okay. We'll talk soon.
Come on, Spunky. Just find it and get back here.
It must be awful.
You can't believe the tourist. Dust and workmen everywhere.
Oh, and after they promised to be done with the renovation in time for your luncheon.
Yeah, well, thank goodness when I saw Lila this week, she offered us the use of these grounds in this dusty but picturesque boathouse.
Yes, thank goodness. The last thing you would want to do is cancel a charity function, especially after everything that's happened with your granddaughter and Jamal Woods. The publicity, I mean.
The Barrington family image remains intact, believe me.
Oh, I do.
It takes more than that hoodlum to tarnish our good name.
On his tiptoes, a low-life gutter punk like Jamal Woods doesn't stand tall enough to smear your spotless reputation.
Jamal Woods is what is it you young people say?
Oh, please don't give it another thought. He is not worth the effort.
Toast. And that's what he'll be when they capture him and prosecute him for what he's done to my Dear, dear Allison.
And I am sure doubling the reward money, it will help.
Well, you know, actually, I'm rather relieved to have the distraction of this benefit. Do you honestly believe that we can get this function going, considering how things are?
You just watch me. Okay, see if you can picture this. Out here, the caterers will set up. And in here, they can store all the extra supplies, bar equipment, dinnerware, things like that.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next Port Charles.
On the next Port Charles.
Why did you decide to stay?
Got exposed. HIV.
You and Joe, your relationship, you want to know if we were in love, don't you?
Come out, wherever you are. Allison, what on earth are you doing here?
Admit it, the day is never complete without your daily dose of Erica Kane and All My Children. Eventually, Erica will settle down and find someone special again. But is it today? You're going to have to watch and find out. Luckily, All My Children is coming up next here on Soapnet. You never know who to trust on All My Children, coming up next, followed by One Life to Live and General Hospital.